to thank Enrico for the invitation and Katerina for the very nice organization here, and I hope Enrico gets better soon. So I'm really proud and honored, and also, before I start, I have to say now I'm very, very happy to see that many projects are an ongoing process. And as a teacher myself, I want to congratulate, what the school in El Afonso's here has done. And I feel how anxious you might be about the result, but it was perfect. Well done. I'm really proud and honored to be part of this project, Just Go Zero Tilos. It started, Mr. Polychronopoulos, Athanasios Polychronopoulos, had a vision to create the first zero waste island. And we actually, okay, I'm pressing it. Down, bottom, that's it. And it has been created as the case study of Tilos, so the vision was the zero waste world. And it's based on Miden Agan, the ancient quote, the ancient saying that means nothing in excess. And this is what we actually have implemented on Tilos Island. It's a model of circular economy that can be actually implemented everywhere there are people and there is garbage. And from now on, I will follow what Ismail said, that there is no word like waste or garbage. It's called materials, because everything gets a second life. So Just Go Zero has demonstrated on the ground how it is possible to transform an island to a zero waste community, because it has offered and provided an end-to-end integrated model and accomplished 100% diversion from the landfill and actually the alteration of the mentality of people. This program is based on 4 main pillars: education, digitization, reverse logistics, and resource management. And we'll see how it works. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Tilos. If you know where it is, it's a tiny island. It's a tiny remote island between Rhodes and Kos. It's in the Dodecanese group of islands. It has around 600 permanent residents. They reach up to 800, 900 in the summer. There are a lot of visitors during the summer, as you can see, like 30,000 visitors during the summer period. There are businesses, there are schools, even though it's tiny. There is a kindergarten, there is elementary school, there is high school as well. So it's a community fully working, and there's also a campsite, very popular for those of you who are who like camping. So let's have a look at how we did it there. First, we separate, we collect, we convert, we train, the most important thing, and we prevent pollution. The process follows the idea of circular economy. The most important thing, and I'm going to use simple words in order for everyone to understand, is like, first of all, we eliminated the landfill. There is no landfill on the island. Nothing is buried, nothing is burned. So, the common question that I have heard many times is like, okay, and what do you do with the garbage, with the waste? So we give them a second life. How? You'll see how it's going to happen. So no landfill, and each household has been given special equipment. That's why you see the door-to-door collection. Each household has its own equipment, and each business has its own equipment. And the collection takes place door-to-door. How often? 3 to 4 times a week for the households, every day and twice a day for the businesses. And we'll see how it works. And these are as you can see in the screen, the main axis of the project. We wanted to make it easy for the people, so we wanted to facilitate the process. How? There are 3 different streams: organic waste, recyclables, and non-recyclables. We understand that this makes the process a lot more easy, because the mentality of people, especially here in Greece, has nothing to do with recycling. Okay, so this behavioral change program had to make it easy for the people in order to be implemented. So let's go to the door-to-door collection. As you can see here, there is one in the picture. You can see how it takes place. So these are the following streams, as we said: organic, recyclable packaging, and non-recyclables. They are collected door to door for each home and each business. The most important thing as well is that they are weighed. If you notice, in this blue bag, you can see there is a unique QR code for each household. So the moment the team collects the materials, they scan the code, so they see, this number is for Kyveli, for example. They weigh the 3 streams, and I, as a resident, have access on the application, which is custom made for Telos, but everyone can download it, Android, iOS, and I can see my progress throughout the project, and also I can see the ranking, who is first, second, third, depending on the week. So this way we want to create incentives in different ways. So after everything is collected, they're loaded into electric vans, and they are transported to the old landfill, which has been transformed, as you will see later, into a very modern sorting facility center. It's the innovation center in Telos. So this is the household equipment. There is a separate collection container for the recyclables, this blue bag, and it's supposed to be, it has to be put in the house so as to be treated as part of the furniture. Why? Because we don't want, the word waste. So it's only for the recyclables. What we tell them is they have to be clean as much as they can. And there is another bag, the multicolored one, as you may see, where they people put the organic waste and the non-recyclables. We also give them one bag, a biodegradable bag for the organic waste, to be put separately. Now, the equipment for the businesses, as you can see as well, there is a bin, a separate bin that you may find in all the rooms for the recyclables and organic. And also this white thing you see is for the restaurants. They hang the bags in different streams so as to facilitate the whole process as well. We also provide all businesses with collection bags for the organic waste and the recyclables, because, as I said, and this is our goal, we wanted to make it easy and for the people to comply with the whole new project. But as I said also before, education has played a vital role to this project. Community engagement was and has been and will be the main pillar. We have, as you can see in the pictures, we visited all the households numerous times, door to door. We had to explain, yes, first of all, we had to say who we were, what we want to do, why we want to do it, and we had to convince them that what we're saying is true. Because, what we've seen by many people is that, okay, many people have promised things, but they don't actually follow what they're saying. But after a year and almost and a half, they've seen that what we're saying is true, because they've seen the results. In the pictures you see us explaining the people, the rules, giving the equipment. At first we had lots of questions. Where should I put this and where should I put that? And is it correct? We had many phone calls, but after a while, after these numerous visits we have paid, people now, if you visit Tilos, they will train you how to do it. I mean, it's amazing. Also, schools, and my colleagues, will understand. We have many actions at schools because I do believe that, yes, even it sounds cliche, but it's true. Children are the future, and the change will start from the children, and the mentality starts. This change of mentality starts from schools, and then with the family. So we wanted to show it. I mean, you can see some action with tote bags. We wanted to eliminate the use of plastic, so they have. We gave them cotton bags, which they drew, and they offered them, at their mom's, dad's, whatever, so they can use them instead of using the plastic bags at the supermarket, and many more actions. Tourists also, because of course, as every island in Greece is a tourist destination, so tourist engagement is also one of the things we have been very, very careful, and we wanted to help. On Tilos Island there is a big camping site, and we have installed, as you may see on the right corner, a big container with 8 streams, and all the campers, it's a free camping site. So all the campers which have been visiting Tilos over and over again, they really appreciated the action, and the results we've been getting. I mean, the quality of the materials we have been collecting from the container is amazing. I mean, they take their materials, they separate them, because it helps when they have these 8 streams, and every time we visit them and we ask their impressions and everything, they really are impressed by this initiative, and they wanted to keep going. Also, as you can see, there's also these wooden huts, the wooden houses. These are a sailor's point. Why? For the boats, when they they are in the port, they leave their garbage separately, because if you open them, you'll see they're separated into 3 streams: organic, recyclables, and non-recyclables. So we wanted to help in every way we could the visitors, the tourists, everyone, to comply with the new rules. And now all these materials, as I said before, they end up to the Circular Innovation Center. We call it 3K. So you see some pictures before and after, and seeing that, and the locals having seen that, they really appreciate all this private initiative, because it's not only words. So this is a total conversion of the landfill to a modern center for circular innovation, where all the materials are sorted and managed, and you'll see how. We have almost 28 different streams. So these 3 streams for the people end up in the center, and they are further sorted. The industrial warehouse and the area for sorting is here in the pictures. So we sort them, we pack them, and we store them in order to be transported to Athens to certified facilities for further recycling. All the sorting of the recyclables, I have to say, it's done by hand. So the people who work there, really, it's a really hard work. I've tried it too, so because I always want to see in person how things are done. I don't like theory. And they do it with great passion, because it's local people work, so they do it in order to help their island, become even better. There you can see the baling presses and the chambers. I don't know if it's clear in the pictures. You see some of the streams, the bottles, the aluminum cans, and they're pressed, so you can see a little bit some things of the procedure. Also, this is the way they're packed, cardboards, mixed paper, you know, different streams. I don't want to tire you with these details. The point is that it's done. And as I said before, they are sent for recycling to licensed final recyclers in Athens. Now, the other stream was the organic waste, as I said before. Very, very important. Why? Because all the organic waste collected from the island stay on the island. But how? But in a different form. They are composted on the island, and they are transformed into fertilizer and distributed to all the people, to the locals. And they really ask for it because it's natural, you know, and it's much better for the soil rather than using chemicals. So what I always believe is that most of the times people, when they see something, they believe it. So now they've seen it, and they really this is another incentive for them to keep going. Here is another equipment for glass, where it's also transported to final recipients in Athens. Another important thing, upcycling, because I've heard, in many of the presentations today that upcycling is very, very important. We have been collaborating with various artists. I mean, we have residencies in the summer, which are organized by PCI, which is an organization founded again by Polly Green, and that has to do with culture and and sustainable practices. So last summer I was there. There were two groups of artists. The things you see in the pictures are some samples of their work. This is the result of the clothes that have been collected, because in the recyclables, clothes are also a stream, and they have been transformed into these exhibits and many more. And also locals have the chance to come to our office and admire these exhibits and see, as I said before, that oh yeah, this is my blouse that has been transformed into a nice tote bag. Or I don't know if you may understand, the thing below with the holes is the head of an elephant. It's not very clear there, but why would it be an elephant? I don't know if you know. In Tilos, actually on Tilos Island, there used to be elephants as well. Yes. Yes, there is also a museum. It's amazing. You cannot believe that, in a tiny island of this size, there used to be exactly the tiny elephants. So this is why the artist had this inspiration. Now, what's left? The non-recyclables. And someone might ask, okay, what do you do with these now, with toilet paper or the dirty papers? Still, they undergo a heat treatment. There's a heat treatment machine and a press container for their storage, and then they're transported. What happens? They undergo this heat treatment to reduce the volume. They are sterilized, and then they're sent to Athens to turn into alternative fuel that will be used in the cement industry. So, if you think a little bit of what we've said so far, is that nothing goes to waste, right? Nothing is left. That's why it's called zero waste. That's why we follow all the principles of circular economy. And if anyone realizes that everything can be given a second life, then next time we throw our rubbish in the bin, we'll think twice and three times, and how much as individuals we can help in order to save this poor planet. Now, the collection vehicles, just to have an idea, they're electric vans that, transport all the materials. Now, also about the app, because we have to combine, we live in an era where technology prevails, and we have to go with the flow in order to have the results we'd like to. So this measurement system is implemented to record recycling performance by stream and source. This is an example of what people might see on their phones. And it has helped a lot, and especially younger generations, because we have to gain their trust as well. Also, now we have the measurable results, because in every project, either we like it or we don't, we need to have results, we need to have numbers. So since the beginning of the program, we have reached an average of 87% of recycling, which is amazing. It's a worldwide record. And on the right, we have a weekly rate, because we want to see the results weekly, and we have reached like 91.5, 92%, which gives us carrots, and encouragement to move on. I mean, this shows that the residents do try to improve the quality of their materials. Now, of course, we have benefits for the environment, we have benefits for the society, and something else I would like to add is that since local people work there, this is another incentive for them to try harder. Why? Because they see the difficult conditions of them working, so their neighbors, their families, their friends think twice before they separate in the different streams, that they want to do it correctly, because if they do it correctly at source, then the work at the recycling center would be much easier. Now, benefits for the environment, okay, of course, it's the first thing that is amazing, the closure of the landfill. It's an effective and long-term protection of the environment. We have the prevention of sea pollution. If you ever visit Tilos, opposite the landfill, there is a very nice beach. This beach used to be full of garbage because, the wind carried everything away, and they ended up on the beach. Now, if you visit it, it's one of the most amazing places you've ever visit and you ever see, because it has been cleaned. There's no waste in it, and the locals have actually told me personally that now we see boats visiting this place, which was isolated and abandoned, and nobody wanted to go there. We have the enrichment of the island soils, of course the high rate of material recovery and recycling, and of course the idea of pushing small islands towards the idea of circular economy. And I'm really happy to see that many actions have been going on. This is really encouraging. Also, the benefits for the society are a lot. First of all is the upgrading of the island's environment and the quality of life. But this may sound as theory, but if you realize that with this project, 7 permanent jobs have been created, permanent jobs, and that reached the number of 14 in the summer due to peak season. You can imagine what an incentive this is for people, and for younger people, to stay on the island, because you understand that remote islands are not a place to live easily. There are a lot of difficulties. I stayed there for 4 months, and I realized it in person how difficult it is. So offering a job is one of the biggest incentives that a person might have in order to stay on the place they were born, and do not desert them. And the creation of new values and the ideas, we said, of circular economy. Now, you can travel a bit because it's not so easy now. Tilos is far away, but there is a nice video here we can watch to see some things about the project. Enjoy.
Θέλουμε η Τήλος να αποτελέσει το κέντρο του κόσμου της νέας εποχής. Θέλουμε να διδάξουμε στον κόσμο πώς θα σταματήσει να παράγει απόβλητα και πώς θα τα διαχειρίζεται. Ο σκοπός του προγράμματος αυτού είναι βαθύτερος από το απλά να πούμε ότι κάνουμε ανακύκλωση. Να αλλάξουμε λίγο τις συνήθειές μας.
Πρέπει να σας πω ότι έχω εντυπωσιαστεί από το πώς έρχεστε και συναντάτε την κοινωνία και φουγκράζεστε.
Δεν θέλω να βλέπω το χαρτάκι να πηγαίνει κάπου αλλού από εκεί που ανήκει, δηλαδή στον κάδο της ανακύκλωσης.
Εδώ για τα δύσκολα, είμαστε εδώ για τα όμορφα. Το στοίχημα, εγώ πιστεύω ότι θα το κερδίσουμε, όπως κερδίσαμε και πολλά άλλα.
Πήραμε πάνω στο χιτά, τον αλλάξαμε και φτιάξαμε ένα κέντρο διαχείριση και ανάκτηση υλικών. Κύριε Πρόεδρε, σου κάνουμε μέσα εδώ πέρα στο κέντρο κυβερνητικής κοινωνίας.
Βλέπω μέρα με τη μέρα ότι ο τόπος, το νησί μας, είναι πολύ πιο καθαρό.
Τίποτα δεν είναι κατόρθωτο σε ένα μικρό νησί όταν οι στόχοι μπαίνουν σωστά και όταν οι κάτοικοι έχουν πείσμα.
Μία κουκίδα τόσο μικρή όπως είναι η Τήλος, πιστεύω ότι σε παγκόσμιο επίπεδο δεν μπορούμε σαφέστατα να αλλάξουμε το παρελθόν, αλλά σίγουρα η Τήλος μπορεί να αλλάξει το μέλλον.
Ο κόσμος και οι τουρίστες που θα έρχονται στο νησί σας δεν θα έρχονται να δουν την τεχνική εκτήρηση, όσο και να δουν τις δικές σας συνήθειες. Εσείς θα είστε οι πρωταγωνιστές.
So that was it. Thank you very much for hearing me. So there is future. There is, I mean, everyone as individuals, yes, we can make the change. And I'm really happy that, you know, things like this do happen. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Wow. So she say, and that's it, right? Because that's it. It's not so simple like that's it. It's a huge project. And now I understand why you present this project with a big smile and with the eyes shining, because you and all the team should feel very proud of this achievement. I know that it has a lot of work, and still you need to keep working on that to make it last in long term. It's a huge work, and congrats, because this is the proof that the actions we take now can show results, and it doesn't need even too long to see. We see here results. So this is the proof that if we work on things could happen. It needs just the plan and the action, because 1 month ago we went to, as Enrico mentioned, we went to the Ocean Week, and the president of Costa Rica said, a plan with an action is hallucination. So this is a plan with action. So it's not an hallucination. We can go in Tilos to see that is true. And we are very happy that you came and you present this project. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Bravo.